Mic check, testing, testing the audio. Can you hear me? All right, sounds good. How's everyone doing? All right. Just setting up my stream here. All right. So, all right, news came out. Bounced right off of here. That was so obvious that I didn't even trust it. You know, things are like too obvious. Anyway, but we bounced and we're keeping right here in the middle here. What's the name of the volume performing? You mean this blue one here? If you're talking about this blue one, that's again, it's only this one here, anchored volume profile. Right, this is the one that gives me these red lines here, this yellow line, and this one here. If there's any new people watching, ask me questions. I don't have a bunch of stuff here on my chart. It looks complicated, but it's really easy. Everything you see, we use as support and resistance. That's all. That is all. The news sounded pretty good, pretty bullish. Well, it sounded good for the economy, but if it's bullish for the markets, we will find out. Open is in about half an hour, exactly 30 minutes from now. Is anyone else here from the Discord, or is it only Cosmic, aka Stunner? Let's see how many people are watching here. Ah, only one, only you, huh? In the beginning, I had like 3 people watching. Yep. What happened? They didn't like what they saw. Alright, that's fine. this thing up here. Price bounce off that volume zone nicely. Yeah, it did. Sure did. You know, to me, it was so obvious this level here that you know, I'm like, it can't be that easy, right? It can't be that easy, but sometimes it is. Other times you see something and you think, oh man, well that's so obvious, so easy, and then it just doesn't work. I had a slow start this morning, but in my previous question I tried the anchored, you know, the anchored VWAP or the anchored volume profile. Those are two different things. The VWAP is this one here, right? Like, let me add this to. See this? It's like looks like a moving average, but it's the anchored VWAP, volume average price. Also, how is that zone? That price bounce off from extended to your left. Yeah, you mean this blue one here on the right? That's the anchored volume. This one here. The anchored volume profile. Right? This blue comes from that, and these lines too. How's that zone that bounced? The price bounce off from extended to your left. Zone, alright, hold on. Mine looks different, maybe the default as well. Maybe, I mean, you're saying this blue stuff looks different? Because I have, a bunch of them are added up, lumped up here together. It doesn't cover the whole of the screen. Well, that's fine. I mean, again, this is, you know how I do it. I go to the beginning of the week and I start one there, and then I add one every day, right? There's a green line completely across the screen. Yeah, okay, this one here is, I'll show it. You go to settings, your chart settings, right? And is this one right over here? Previous day close. That's the green line. This one, this line over here. So it's going to show where price closed on the day before. Sometimes I noticed on one chart it's on one place, like in the same, like this same NQ, and then I open another layout with the same NQ chart, and then this would be at a different place. I don't know why. Anyway, but that's what it is. It's supposed to be the previous day close. Zone. Well, zone, when we're talking about zones, or at least me, that's when I talk about the supply and demand zones. These here are only levels. So your anchored volume profile is going to look different depending on at what point, what time you chose to add the anchor, right? Because that's what's called anchor, because you have to choose one time in the past from where it's going to count or start measuring volume. So if I choose this candle here, right, then the volume will only be measured from what happened past this, after this candle, or including this candle too. So it would only show an area from here to there, right? So again, I start at the beginning of the week, so I mean the green zone across the screen where price bounce off from. Oh, you mean this here? Yes, this one here. And when we're talking about volume and these little lines here, I mean these rectangles are nodes, not zones. Yeah, I guess you're talking about this one here. There's only two green ones, this one or this one. This one is from the volume order book. You have to, I have it set to, well here. 0.15, and then you also have to turn on the point of control, epoxy. If I turn, that's the line that goes across. The one lower, yeah, okay. Yeah, this one is like I showed right now. It's the volume order book. Alright. And then you have to click on here, on this one. See, that's how it turns on and off. It's just a point of control of this indicator. Yeah, that one. So again, in volume, we call these rectangles, right, nodes, right? It's not a zone, it's not a range, it's called a node. These two here, that's a node, here nodes, right? Yeah, you can't consider, you could consider a range, a small range. Yeah. And again, you have to often like adjust this here. It goes from 0.1 to 2.0. So you have to, depending on what time frame you are, you have to move it up and down. I wonder who started to watch in the beginning and then just left. So let's see here. Looks like we're waiting for the open. So again, yeah, like I said, I'm looking at this stuff here. Equal lows over here. I'm thinking, and ride this fair value gap here too. Yeah, that. I guess I'm gonna start just taking off a bunch of stuff in my charts because I think it's scaring people in the live stream. They get freaked out. What is all this stuff? Can you see my cursor now? I watched the video from yesterday, and yeah, you were right. Like sometimes it will disappear. Strange. um, right. So thinking you might just wig down here, take out all this stuff, right, and then move up. It really, if today won't be like a bullish day, then that's gonna make me think, or overall, like macro outlook, pretty bearish to me. The plus is visible. Okay. Yeah, that's, yeah. That's what I see too. That, but sometimes I notice it disappears. Another thing is I don't know why. Since yesterday, the live stream doesn't let me. Oh, it doesn't give me like a 1080 video quality, 1080p. I don't know why. It only gives me 720. I don't know why. The other live streams. Oh, now it's 480. Jeez. No, 720. The other live streams were better quality. I don't know why. Can I relook at the order books? Yeah, sure. I mean, there's not a lot of settings there, right? It's just the source, which I leave as it is. How many rows? But this is the important one, right? And with this one, you're gonna have to play around. it's gonna be, you're gonna have to find a different one for each time frame. On the hourly, this one, like anything between 0.1 to 0.2 is what I'm using on the hourly. But again, depending on how volatile it is, you might have to change it around. Yeah, 720 is max, but I don't know. It's not really like great quality. It looks a little bit blurry compared to 1080, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the settings again on the streaming software. Like I uninstalled it and reinstalled it because it wasn't working. But now, like all the settings got changed. So I don't know which settings I have to change back. Oh, the volume indicator looks smaller. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it would look smaller. Should look should look the same. Oh, are you using it on the Nasdaq futures or on the Nasdaq 100, like the CFD? Because then it might look a little bit different. Or it was too zoomed in. Yeah. Let's also not forget about these fair value gaps over here. Ah, I hear these Discord notifications, but it's no one from my Discord. I forgot to turn down the volume a little bit. Way up. I guess I don't have to show this the whole time. All right, here I showed it, so should be enough. All right, like 8 minutes almost until open. Now let's see. Yeah, definitely would not be surprised if it just wicks down here first and then goes up. Oh, another chart here that looks pretty crazy. Even more stuff on here. This is one I showed you guys earlier today in the Discord. Yeah, looks a little bit too crazy. And here is this shape again. So I might expect the price to move up and down. See that? Does that make sense to you? Who keeps sending these Discord notifications? Ah, this one was you. All right. Let's see. Okay, so this is you're looking at the Japanese yen. Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. I see that wick went up there and came back down, yeah. And is it also the 1 hour? Yeah, okay. You trade Forex a lot? Yeah, let's look at the yen. Bitcoin is yen. I don't know if I have that one here. I don't think I do. All right, let's see. Pretty spotty. I have to probably take just forex. All the same. Broker. Alright, doesn't matter. Oh, okay. See, this one looks different. That's about forex. It's gonna look a little bit different. Oh, okay, just back testing. Alright. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, you should do that. You were surprised. I thought that was Nasdaq. What, this chart here that I pull out up right now? All right, oh, it's all about 1 minute till open. I'll be actually right back. I'll have to go to the bathroom. I drank a bunch of coffee, so I'll miss the open. But yeah, let's see. All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'll leave the stream up though. I'm just gonna turn off the mic. All right, I'll be back in a minute. back from my bathroom break. What did I miss here? Oh, I didn't miss a lot. Let's look at this here. Yeah, okay. Dumped. Moved up here. Dump. Let's come back up. All right. Drink a little more. And I'm really surprised. Not a lot of volatility. Or am I wrong here? $5.76. Oh, never mind. No. That's good enough. $86. Yeah. All right. All right, now it's coming down here. Yep, here we go. It's coming back to this level here. Let's see if it's gonna hold again. I don't know if it will. Let's look at the 5-minute. All right, we have some volatility here now. Two viewers. Who is the new person? Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, let me know. My chart looks different, but it works. It works pretty well. So ask questions. Um, I'm using volume indicator, volume profile on the right here. Got a lot of support here, a lot of volume down here, and let's see if price breaks below here or not. That's the big question right now to me. Take a look again at the 1 hour. Again, I think I'm gonna wait till after 10 for some trades. Ask questions, people, so you understand what you're looking at. It looks complicated, but it is easy. It's very easy. We're using everything as support and resistance, and I lost one person here now. Alright, see, okay, so this level here just changed. Maybe it's more interesting on the 1 minute for people that are watching. What's your narrative now with most of the nodes above? More see. But the ones below. Well, like I showed you before, I just deleted it a couple minutes ago. I had, see this shape here, right? You know, like this. So we might be bouncing around here for a little while. And higher looks like the ball would like to travel that side. Yeah, here, yeah, definitely, yeah. Once we see, there is a little bit of a difference here. This volume profile shows like pretty decent resistance here, while here these basically, if we get above here, then yeah, I would just spike up here. Um, and there might be some resistance here. Yep, see that's the previous week low. That's why I like this indicator here. It shows these previous highs and lows. Yeah, well, my narrative, I don't know. It's again, obviously this is like a big level here, right? Everything. So you have several lines, well, 3 different lines of the anchored volume profile. This indicator here, but we could still. I'm thinking we could still wick down here. We'll take out liquidity here. Probably stop right here somewhere. Just really quick. Like lightning quick, and then bounce right back up. And then again, to me, this is big here. If we go below this one, confirm, and even confirm below here, then yeah, that's pretty bearish. If we stay above here and never even wick down here, and we manage to confirm above this area here, then that's pretty bullish. Of course, in the 1 hour doesn't look like too big of a range, but it actually really is. It's what, like 470, 640. That's a bigger range here, but again, I'm not seeing that much volatility. Again, some inflation news and the jobless numbers too, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm looking at the hourly chart a lot more now, I don't know, and it seems like it's not a lot of volatility, even though, I don't know, on days like these, I would easily expect like at least 300 point moves, right? 3, 4, 500. Let's look at ES. See this? I shared this in the Discord too, right? Basically, what we've been doing, we've been going up and down here between this area. Again, it's right up. Oh, hold on. No, up like this, and then it came back down again. Right, so just moving up and down. So bigger moves will come once we leave this range here. And let's look at the daily. No, let's stay with the 1 hour. Yeah, that's good enough. See where it's like price is accumulating here in this range. since this whole week, since Monday. But I'm thinking we will break out of this range. I think the latest tomorrow. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen today. It still might. It's still early. 9:50. It's another macro time here. 9:50. Now we should be looking for the big moves. The next 20 minutes. Alright. Back to NQ. Same with NQ. Show this, whoops. One more time here. Right, we're like in this range from here to here. Yeah, it's for now. It's like stuck in this area here. That's I'm waiting for it to either get liquidity from down here or to stay above here and then continue higher. Yeah, once we get above this area here, then I think we'll move up really fast. Back again to around here, right? Do we have any more viewers? No. Well, one says yes, one says two, one says one. I don't know. On my live stream studio, now it's two. Welcome new viewers. Ask me questions. Chart looks different, but it works very well. So ask me questions. Alright, looks like price is making a move right now. To take out these lows here. Oh, we're still ways away, honestly. 393. Not that far though. Ask me questions, people, so you understand what you're looking at. It looks confusing, but it's not. Oh, hey, chaos. Was the red line the one you were looking for it to break through? Well, yeah, I mean, you know, this, I said, you know, right below this, and now I'm looking for it to take out these lows here, which is, you know, liquidity equal, relative equal lows, right? So it looks like it might be going for that, right? It could just stop here without actually taking it out completely. But I'm thinking it will take this out here, this wick here, and then we'll have to see if it confirms below here. Like if it doesn't move back up really fast and it doesn't get back above here, then to me it's pretty bearish then, right? Because we can go take out these lows here and then come back up here and then reject from here and then see if look at the volume here. From here we will make, I think, really move fast lower here. Check the Discord too. And what about the standard deviation? Oh yeah, I didn't. Well, we have to wait till 10:30, right, for that initial balance to close. Right, the first hour after New York Open. That's the initial balance. Check the Discord. Well, if people are asking questions in the Discord, they should come here because I don't want to move back and forth. Oh, you're posting pictures, okay. The POC on the 1 hour, right? All right. Yeah, see, you're using the CFD, so it's going to look a little bit different, right? The actual futures will look a little bit different from CFD. Oh, here we go. So we're taking out these lows here. We're just about getting ready to. Let's see here. Yeah, 393, 458. Now I'm curious. So far at initial balance, well, this is basically it here, right? I have to look at the 5, 930. So far, you're 575 and 362. See now, okay, now we're getting some speed here to take out these lows. Yeah, so basically, oh, there we go. It took it out. Okay, so now, yeah, look at that. Now it's going, right? Once we lost like this level here, we went down pretty fast. Let's see if we'll stop here. Honestly, doesn't look like it wants to stop right now. Are you looking for a bounce on the lower yellow line? Yeah, that's technically right. On the volume profile, this should be like a support area, right? But I'm also looking at this volume indicator. According to this one, right? Basically, if you lose, yeah, we could bounce from here, right? There's still, it's a lot of volume here. But if we lose this line here, then we'll be down here very fast, and it's going to take out this low. And then, you know, it's going to have a lot of speed, you know. Then I'm thinking it might continue lower. It's also near the bottom of your fair value gap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, there is confluence here for sure. And that's still so 340 and yeah, like 65 points lower from this point here. Let's see if that's all I wanted to do, just to take out these lows here. But it went lower, a lot lower. 338. Let's see here. $10. New hourly candle. Yeah, look at that. Rejected right off this fair value gap here. Let's see ES here. Alright, so ES is at basically, you know, it almost reached its volume profile low here. Low value area low, sorry. And we have a lot of volume here according to this indicator. So you might go back up from here. Right, that's one thing. Often we can just compare NASDAQ and S&P 500, because sometimes when the S&P and ES hits a low like support and starts to turn around, then NQ will follow, even though it has not hit its low over here, right? It doesn't necessarily have to happen like that. Yeah, at this point I really want to see, wait till 10:30. Okay, so we're still watching. I don't know if it's chaos or cosmic watching right now, because I was going to explain the initial balance, so which I explained yesterday, but only cosmic was here for that. Okay, you're still here. Okay, perfect. So I'll explain that initial balance strategy. It's very simple, and you might appreciate standard deviations behind that. Okay, so this strategy says, okay, well, it's called initial balance, right? So initial balance is the first hour after New York open, right? So it's 9:30 till 10:30, which will be here, and then we'll look at the highest point and the lowest point, but you know, from 9:30 to 10:30, and then you will take the Fibonacci tool. So it's not 1030 yet, but let's just pretend it is. Like this was the bottom and this was the top, right? Just for an example. And then we'll see after 1030 if the price confirms below, then we say, okay, well then that's bearish, and then you will look at your Fibonacci tool, and right, you just put standard deviations like 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5. You probably know what I mean. And then if it's bearish, right, you will look at the 1.5 extension, because then if it would confirm below, then one target would be the 1.5 extension, standard deviation extension, which right now actually would align to this tiny fair value gap. So from here, so that would make sense. Of course, it's not 1030 yet, so, and then the opposite, right, if it would confirm above, then right, we would turn it around again. Oh wait, yeah, so you would reverse it, and then right, and you will look for the target. Your first, it could go higher, right? This is, but the first most likely level would be this 1.5 standard deviation. So I explained this to you yesterday, and actually worked out pretty well. So I will edit out the clips from yesterday, because yesterday was a really good live stream, and I will try to produce videos from that. Hopefully I'll be faster with editing videos. Alright, but so did that make sense to you? This initial balance business? Yes, okay. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. Again, I'm gonna try to make a clip out of that from yesterday. But it's basically the same thing as I explained right now. Alright. So it looks like this fair value gap is holding for now. But I definitely want to wait now till a little bit after 10:30 to see if we get a buy. Again, well, one thing that I mentioned yesterday, again, this initial balance strategy, it's said to not be as reliable on news days like today and like yesterday. But yesterday, I mean, worked fine. It reached that 1.5 standard deviation, so it worked. But that's just something to keep in mind, right? But it's always something to look at. I use that when I have like really no clue or no idea about the bias, then that might help. So if you like this stream, click the like button, please. I'm trying to get this YouTube algorithm to post my videos somewhere, you know, promote my videos to other people. All right, look at that. It's making its way back up here. Let's see what this looks like on the 5-minute. Now it's going to get interesting. Now we'll see the reaction when it's getting to this area here. We're now looking at the red line as resistance. Yep, exactly. Yeah. That's a very basic support and resistance. Right? Until the price is below, then we say, okay, this is support. Once it breaks below and confirms below, then now, you know, it's just resistance, right? Yeah. So yeah, now yeah, I might go like this, back down to here, and then maybe try again to break above here. So we can wait for a retracement higher and trace to 1.1. Well, first of all, you know, it's supposed to be the first hour, so we still have like 20 minutes. I need to stop away for a quick restroom right now. Alright, no problem. I'm here. I'll be here. If price goes below the one and the trace is higher. Well, once the initial balance forms, then, you know, we're looking at, you know, like 1 or 0, right? And then if it goes below, I'm not really understanding your question. If price closes below the 1.5 and trace higher. Well, yeah, but then, you know, if I reach the 1.5, like it confirmed below the initial balance, then you should be looking at it, you know, taking shorts, right? But again, right now we're not looking at the initial balance yet because it's not 10:30 yet. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I understood your question, Cosmic. Well, see, okay, here, it came down and now it bounced off this line here, this level, and it's making a go for that level here. See if you get above here and confirm above, then that's bullish, right? There's some equal highs here. Let's see what it looks like. What that looks like on the. Oh wait, around here, 506, 506. Yeah. So we have these equal highs here, and maybe it's going for that. See here, even on the 1 minute 2, resistance, but once it would confirm above, then here that will be easy for it to continue up higher. Like low resistance here, right? And then we have this fair value gap here. Makes perfect sense, right? We see a change of character in here. So then now you could draw a zone here just to explain the zones, right? I would draw a zone like this. Oh, there we go. Let's look back at the 5. Yep, see, that's definitely okay. Alright. Let's see if it will confirm. So probably now we'll take out this here, I think. I'm pretty sure. Or it seems likely. 509 here. Yeah, like 35 points. There we go, that's looking... Oh, we still have more than 4 minutes for this candle to close, but I'm thinking might take out this here and then come back down, and then that will be the test, right? Will it bounce and continue higher, or will it just break through? So I'm gonna get some coffee. I'll be right back. Alright. Alright, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Again, I'm thinking, yeah, it's gonna go for this, and then might retest, do a retest here, and then we'll see if this holds, or if it's gonna break through, or if it's gonna continue up higher. To me, looking like this is probably gonna hold and then gonna continue higher, but I'll be back. I'll be back in 5. Alright. Okay, wait, one more question. At 10:30 closes lower than, and now we're bearish. But again, we want to sell premium. And a 1 hour swing. Yeah, sure, but we want to wait. What it will do after 10:30. Because right now, if it's gonna stay above here, then to me that's bullish, right? All right, but I'll be right back now. I'm gonna get some more coffee. Alright, I'm back here. Alright, so it took out these highs and went even higher. Alright, so now it's looking bullish to me. 10.23, 24 almost. And now I'm looking to maybe this went back up here a lot. 324 to wow, 200 points. I'm looking for it to retrace now to like here. Might continue though to take out these highs here. And maybe this too. It might not even stop now anymore. Ah, yeah. Okay. Crazy stuff here. Look at the 1 hour here. Yep. Just wanted to take out this stuff here, these lows. And right down here. Let's look at ES real quick. Yeah, ES bounced from here. Alright, so I guess everyone's back, huh? Alright. Right. So yeah. ES did bounce from here. I think you even, who was it? Yeah, we were talking about this level here. The value area low of the volume profile. How ES already came almost to take it out, you know. But actually, I think Nasdaq was only like somewhere around here. So it came, took it out, went even lower. And ES already didn't want to go all the way down here. But it came right in here to this node here. 10:30, right? Yeah, so I don't know exactly when you came back, but yeah, so we're above obviously this level now. So we'll want to see it like retest, like come back down to it and then continue higher. But it might not even do that anymore. I know there is resistance here. See, I would be tempted to like take a long from here now. But it came up really fast, really high. Like over 200 points. Oh yeah, this was gonna show you chaos. What I showed Cosmic yesterday. Um, but see, you can see the shape here, right? It's going like this, kind of basically, right? So if you like, think of it, if you like turn it around on its side, like this, right? I'll draw it real quick, you know. And it's like if you drop a ball here, it's gonna roll down here, and even if there's some resistance here, it might just bounce over it and continue rolling up. And then what is it gonna do? It's gonna come back down again, right? It's like physics, right? You should know a little bit about physics, being an engineer. That's basically the idea here. So we can see here at like 4 in the morning, it bounced right up, came down. Now it's going almost all the way back up again. Basically, your goal is to scalp and bounce at high and low. Right, I mean, yeah, it's good to look for longs here and for shorts here. Of course, at one point, it's gonna break out, right? It's gonna break out at one point. But, since like, 4 a.m., it's been going just up and down in this range here, right? I'm betting that maybe if not this morning, but in the afternoon, it might break out. I don't know if you were here already, but I was showing Cosmic, right? Where basically this whole week we've been in this range from like here and down here. So it's going, this. So it's accumulating, right? Accumulating. And then we're getting ready. We're going to get ready for a bigger move, right? Once it breaks out from this range, we'll see a bigger move. I don't know if you're familiar with the AMD accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Are you familiar with that? Not really. Okay. It's very simple. Simple stuff here. Again, I'm learning everything right now in the beginning. You're gonna get confused, I bet, but that's normal, right? But I'm really keeping it simple, right? So let's see, where can I need a clean chart. Oh, okay, I know what I'll do. Let's take this is relatively clean. Or let's look at the. No, I can use this one. No, let's take the Bitcoin chart. Let's take off everything. On a daily it's pretty nice, actually. All right. So yeah, this is actually perfect. So we can see here, price was going, basically in this range here, right? Top and bottom, and just going up and down, up and down, up and down. So it was accumulating. So like, up and down, up and down, up and down, right? So we call this don't mind that it's an arrow here. It has nothing really. It doesn't really matter. Actually, let me just take that off. Right. So this is accumulation. Accumulation is just, you know, theory is people are buying, or the big players are, right? They're accumulating. It's like they know what move will come next, and they're just buying. You know, they're buying, buying, and then price leaves this accumulation phase, and the price goes higher, right? So everyone's like, oh my god. So it breaks out of this range. Oh, I can't draw here. So it breaks out of this range here, right? So that's the manipulation, right? And people here think, oh yeah, all right, look, it was in the range, it was accumulating, now it broke out, now I'm buying here. And a lot of times this is just like manipulation, right? And then what happens next is the distribution phase, which is when price goes down, right? Because a lot of traders, they will play this breakout play, right? They do see, okay, price is accumulating, so pretty soon at one point it's gonna break out of this range. Could go lower, could go higher. And then a lot of these breakout traders, they will wait for it to break out, you know, on top or on bottom, higher or lower. And then it's like, okay, this is bullish, right? We broke out of this range here and it went higher. So now I'm buying because this is bullish. But really what it is, it breaks out only to then just go lower again. So this is, we have accumulation, manipulation, and then just distribution. So again, it will not happen every time, you know, but this is like a pattern you can look for. And it's tricky because everyone sees, okay, accumulation, big move is coming. And then it comes, and then what you should do is, okay, break out, but you shouldn't buy here. Like this is, you know, breakout trading. Like some people, that's what they trade. It's like they wait, they see the breakout, then they buy, and sure, it could go higher, it could go continue higher, it could. But really, it's really risky to buy here, right? You want to wait for the price to retest, right? Retest this, which has now become this level is support, right? So you want to wait and buy. You would actually want to buy now if you're bullish, you know, and think it's going to go higher. But again, you know, it could even still go lower. But that's the basic idea behind it. This type of trade would be good to have trailing stop loss. Well, trailing stop loss could be good for a lot of different kind of trades. I mean, stop loss is really just like a risk management strategy, right? You can stop loss is really like, yeah, when I'm looking for a big trade, you buy on the low and then bring your stop loss up with it. Well, sure, but I mean, you know, you can use stop loss on pretty much any trade, right? It doesn't have to be a specific trade. I don't use that too often because I just, you know, I'm a scalper. So Um, I just wait for a price to get in the green from my entry point, and I take some profits and I move my stop loss to break even, and then I'll let the rest go to like the next higher take profit point. But I'll explain risk management later. But sure, I mean, yeah, you can use trailing anytime. I mean, there is, some platforms have this, like, it's like an automatic, right, where it automatically will trail your trade and move the stop loss higher automatically. You can like enter a specific like distance, right, that it's supposed to move up with. But me, I just, I put my stop loss to break even as fast as I can, and then I just continue taking profits. Instead of moving the stop loss higher, I just take profits, right? And then, that's it. Okay, let's see here. Why I turn everything off here. So that's AMD. Any more questions about AMD? And then of course, I showed like to go break up to the upside or the downside, right? Okay, so price came back down a little bit. I've seen a constant distance. Okay, yeah, all right, sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, now we're back below. So it came up to here, this value area high. And drop back down. So what might happen here, just we might continue, just stay in this range, right? Like for the rest of the day today, right? Might not break out. Yeah, I'm really curious though, if it doesn't break out today, Friday, let me see what news we have tomorrow. I don't think we have huge news. Let me, hold on, okay. Oh, we do have University of Michigan sentiment and inflation expectations. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We might see the big move tomorrow if we don't see it today. Um, and I forgot about the initial balance, right? All right. So, so you have the initial balance. So this was the lowest point, and this was the highest. So this is our initial balance here, right? So now we can just wait. Concept of trailing your SL or what concept? No, she was talking. We're talking about AMD. AMD accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so there is a lot of volatility. 325, 577, so that's 250 some points. That's in the 1 minute. See, here's our little supply and demand zone, and then go below here, 408. Yeah, but not too much, considering how volatile it is today. So this is what we see sometimes. Actually, I saw it a lot this week. We're right off this right here. Respected it nicely, right? Bounced right off this area here, this level. But then went through. It was a little bounce. Went through, and then through again and again. So it's like, you know, it's basically accumulating here. Because there's a lot of volume here, right? So this is what happens sometimes when we have a big support and resistance area, right? And it just keeps on kind of like going through. But really what they're doing is they're accumulating here. Yeah, we might just stay in this range for today. I don't know. It didn't come, it didn't even leave the initial balance. It's pretty large move here. It's a retracement higher. They was talking about. It's internal. It touched it, and there was a lot of nodes there. there, and they're acting like resistance. You mean these nodes here? It doesn't have to be between 11 and 12. No, I mean, right, there are a lot of different times. Well, this is kind of boring now here. $10.50. Let's see, it's another ICT macro time. So on here, I left a bunch of equal highs, right? So it might come down here again, somewhere this area here. And then go back up again to take out these equal highs. So that's what I'm thinking. You might just be staying in this range for a while. Yep. So another way to look at it, like they say, it's not when you're like in a range, right? Let's go back to the 5 minute. When we're in a range where prices keeps on going up and down from one area to another, we shouldn't get into a trade in the middle of the range. You avoid taking trades when it is in this pattern or still stuck. You're talking about the AMD pattern or this range where it goes up and down? This back and forth range. Oh no, actually, I prefer to trade when price is in a range, right? Because it kind of like makes it pretty easy, right? So when it comes back down here, because you can see here on the 1 hour, there is a lot of volume, a lot of liquidity, right? So when it comes back down, then I might go long. Because why? Because price really likes to come and take out these equal highs, right? And there's a lot, right? this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So if ES comes back down, you know, I might be looking for longs, right? Because it's been doing that for a while, and we know there's a lot of it's a big support here, right? Big support. You could say it has two equal lows here too, so you can just get, you know, come just a little bit lower, take out these lows, and then go back up again to take out these highs. Sure, I mean, anytime you have some big support, it could break, right? You know, I could be waiting for it to come and take out these lows, and I go long, and then it just continues to go lower. Yeah, that can happen anytime. Anytime in trading, we have to expect like the unexpected every single time, all the time, right? So this could happen, but if I'm right, it's gonna go from here all the way back up there. So that's will be pretty good trade, right? So no, me, I prefer like ranging days, to trade in ranging days, because chances are when it comes to the very bottom, the very low of the day, it will probably just go back up again, right? Same thing here. Once it gets here, I might look for shorts because there's still maybe these equal lows here, right? And again, well, it might come up all the way to here, right? If I want to take shorts, I would probably wait till like here or even here. And again, it might break out, right? It might break out here and then continue higher. That, you know, could happen. But seems like we're stuck in this range, so it's an easy play, right? If you're right, it's really easy, right? Short here, long here, and then again, you can sometimes you can do that a few times, right? You go long here, short here, then go long again, and you know, again, yeah, price could always break out any time out of the range, and then yeah, you're gonna be wrong, right? You're gonna take a loss, but yeah. No, what I avoid is, you know, that AMD when it's right, when it goes sideways, accumulating, and then there's a breakout. I will not go long here, or if it breaks lower, I will not short here, right? That's sometimes that can work, but for me that's just too risky, right? I want to wait and buy like the lowest possible point, right? If it broke out, then I would want to wait for the retest, right? Let me see. Oh, did I delete all that stuff? No. Right, it would have been easy to go short here and then long here. Of course, I'm not saying you cannot always, you know, find every perfect low and high, even in the range, because here, see, it broke out and it's like, oh, okay, let's go short. No, it went back up higher again. So again, I would never want to buy like somewhere here. If it broke out, all right, it might continue higher, then I will just have to wait for the next trade. If I see a breakout, I want to see a retest, right? And the earliest, you know, buy here or like here, whenever, you know. Um, yeah, because this is out of experience, right? And this is a lot of times it's that FOMO trade, right? The fear of missing out. You didn't trade here, you didn't buy here, then you see, oh, it broke out. Oh my God, now I'm missing out. Like everyone that bought here is making a lot of money, and now I wanna make money too. And it's just bullish. It's bullish. It broke out. It broke out higher out of this accumulation. It's definitely bullish, and so I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy because it's bullish and it went higher, and it's gonna keep on going to go higher. So I'm gonna buy here, and then no, sorry. Um, and me too. Like I used to feel like that too, like the FOMO, fear of missing out. You see this big breakout, and it's like, oh my God, it's gonna completely explode. It's gonna completely explode. So I'm gonna buy here, and then you just get burned. So then to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I missed this move. I didn't buy here, and now it broke out, and it's bullish, and it's going higher. It might go higher, 200,000. Then it's I missed that trade, and that's where that's the whole. Well, it's a big part of psychology, right? It's like this fear of missing out. To me, that cost me a lot of money. A lot of money. It's just your emotions, right? Overwhelm you, and then you get into like the worst possible entries, right? Again, sure, this could have taken, could have went higher to 200,000. But if you were wrong about the trend continuing, then if you bought anywhere here, right, it's just like the worst possible place to buy. So always wait after a breakout. Don't buy the breakout. Always wait for a retest, right? Because even now, it's like, okay, this is a good price, good level to buy. It could still continue go even lower, sure, but then at least you didn't buy here. That's like the worst. Like never. I'm telling you guys right now, never buy the breakout. I mean, I rarely do that. I don't care too much about big moves. I would be pretty happy building my account in 50 increments and that. And yeah, a lot of traders like, oh, scalpers. It's, oh, that's it's you're making only little money, but that little money adds up quick, right? Same as the opposite. If you keep on, well, again, that's another topic. But yeah, that's why I'm best. I make the most money when I scalp. I don't need like the big, those big huge moves. I don't need that. Yeah, we're stuck. We're stuck in this range here. So it's kind of like. It's good to like compare ES to, or S&P 500, but ES, it's called ES because the S&P 500 futures is called ES, and NQ Nasdaq futures. Good to compare them two. And you do want to see like retests, right? If this is when I saw it broke right through here like completely, and yeah, went back down here a little bit, but then continue higher. So basically it's like almost one straight move up, lasted right through here without any, there wasn't like a retrace. Well, here, right? But I'm talking about after it went above this level. Oh, okay, there was a bounce here, right? 476. All right, well, yeah, this would have been a trade, right? If you would have bought here, then it bounced up actually nicely. Is the difference between this chart range and the accumulation? The being size based on the volume, the range. All right, let me see if I understand my question. The difference between this chart's range and the chart being size based. Well, so what the difference is between these charts and Bitcoin. This chart has a volume of a peak, and the other chart something more solid. Okay, you're going to say this chart and that chart on a Bitcoin compared to ES or NQ, or NQ compared to ES. NQ compared to Bitcoin. Okay. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Okay, you mean, okay. So you're talking about the volume like this, volume here? Well, here, right? I mean, we can see a lot of volume here because that price has spent a lot of time here. So a lot of trading, right? A lot of trading here. That's you can see that there's a lot of volume. In an example like this, right? When it's just going sideways, everyone knows there's a lot of volume, there's a lot of liquidity, everything, right? Everyone knows there is a lot of stuff here, right? So, and we saw that here too. And then, right, it broke out fast here. Not a lot of volume, right? And then here was like the highest. Okay, so compared to NQ, let me see if I understand what you mean. Well, yeah, see, okay. So we have, right, on this chart, we're in this accumulation phase, right? We're in this range, right? There was no breakout yet. So we see, yeah, there is this big volume spike. We got the most volume here, obviously, so we didn't see this breakout yet. But, so does it make sense? Like you see a lot of volume here, just like on Bitcoin. on the bottom, like on the accumulation phase, right? So this is what we're seeing at Bitcoin with, that's what we're seeing with NQ right now, right? Just, it's on the other side because it's a different indicator. Okay. So we're waiting for NQ and ES to break out, but might not happen today. We might continue in a range. Same with ES here, yeah, a lot of volume here. See, actually ES right now looks, see, it's going back down here, tapping back into this support, this volume here. And now, definitely, it could definitely just break through here and come to take out this low. Definitely, because again, see, we can see here with this indicator here, right? A lot of volume here, and then below it, not much until like here, right? So I'm only looking at the candlesticks right now. It looks bearish, right? There's a wick above here, but wicks, right? To me, that's not confirmation. Like, it didn't make a higher high. I want to see like a body close above here. Then I will call this, okay, it made a higher high, but just the wick doesn't count. At least that's how I do it. And then just coming down, right? Again, I'm thinking we might see one more bounce here. It doesn't have to go all the way up here, but like maybe to like here. Let's get this high here. Let's see the 5 minute. All right, it could just come back up here to these two highs here. But again, only looking at the candles, it makes me makes me think it will just go lower. That's why it's good sometimes to look at that initial balance. Same with NQ here. If I only look at the candles, then okay, at least NQ close above this wick here with the body, but not much. And since then, it didn't. Again, I started talking about that earlier. So when we're in a range, then it's actually, we shouldn't take any trades in the middle of the range, even though a lot of times that's where we'll see, right? The indicators will show a lot of volume in the middle. But it's best to just buy in the lower half or the top half, right? Yeah, buy low and sell on top, or short the top. Um, but like I was mentioning earlier, do you tend to close trades near the middle or let them ride through? Well, the middle here is a very good area to at least take some profits, right? If I would have went long here, you bet I would have taken profits right here, right? Because we should have expected for it to at least to retrace. Well, right now here it didn't and blasted right through it. But yeah, if I would have been in a long, I would have taken profits here, right? Meaning, not close the whole trade, but take at least 50% of that trade, take those profits, at least half, right? Because, it can go up and then bam, right down again, fast, right? So that's one thing I have to learn. Like, I take profits fast, right? Sure, maybe too fast, maybe too soon, and if I would have waited a little bit longer, I would have made more profits, right? But a lot of times, if you don't take any profits and you just wait longer, because maybe I can make more, then as fast as these markets move, just for you waiting to maybe make more, in like 1 second, it can just wick down and take your stop loss, right? When you were not even at break even or at break even, and then you have nothing or even like a loss. So if you have 10 contracts at low, so have a stop loss at break even, and take 50% profits at the mid, then you would still be in profit. Exactly, right? It's like always take profits, right? That's what a lot of traders, they don't know. No, I can make more. I can make more money. Yeah, or you can just lose money or no, don't make any money at all, right? That's right the second where price moves higher to like one of your first levels of resistance, and you take some profits there and you put your stop loss to break even, then it's like almost guaranteed, right? You made money on that trade. It's a winning trade. It's like the tortoise in the hair acting slow. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm thinking, I'm thinking about myself like as an ant. I take small profits, but I take them often, right? And just build up slowly, slowly but continuously, right? And you just continue to do the same thing, and that is really what is consistency, right? Most people are like, oh, they want those big trades, and then they risk, like, even if they're in profit, like, no, I'm not going to take any profits because it's going to go higher, and then it doesn't, and then they made nothing. Yeah, that's that's the goal, right? Yeah. So yeah, I definitely prefer scalping. Like waiting for the big move, the big trade. Sure, yeah, you can, but it's like, right, I'd rather want to make a little bit of money, but more often than waiting for that big trade, and then oh, it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. This is okay. Since price is just like ranging here, what happens when POC keeps shifting lower? Well, then you see that basically, right? The average, that's what the POC is, right? It's like an average. Or no, it's not an average. It's actually the level most traded in. Well, if it most of the time you will not see like huge moves in it, right? On a daily you might, right? You might, but yeah. So what? I'm not worried about if the POC. That just means, right, that on average, I guess you could say on average, people are just trading at lower prices. That's, but again, the POC will not move that much, right? Especially like the weekly, but even a daily. I mean, the price would have to like, if NQ now moves like 500 points higher, like, then sure, it will change, right? But it will, again, price would have to move a lot and very fast for it to change like a lot for the POC, right? Let's see, ES. Yeah, so we had a little bounce here. $558, $565, yeah. That was definitely a trade right here. Right? If you look at it, oh my god, it's such a small move compared to like this. Yeah, who cares? Doesn't matter. Again, ES on the mini contracts is $50 for 1 point. This moved from 558 to like 565 almost, so that's a trade. $11.22. So let's see if we get a reversal at 11:30, around 11:30. Okay, so there's like different patterns and volume profiles. And when you see a pattern like this here, right, like the peaks are almost, right, very close to the same level here, right? Like this one's a little bit lower, this one's a little bit higher, but this one, so this pattern It's just exactly what happened here. Like, price just moves from the top part to the bottom, right? From higher to lower, and then moves right back up again, right? When a pattern looks like we saw before, like you know, like this is what we have actually right now in the range, right? Then, well, it's similar to this pattern, right? But so you want to buy here, take profits here, and then maybe it will continue to go up there. So yeah, again, it's in a range. Yeah, don't buy the middle here, or don't trade the middle. Even though right now here it's like, oh, it would have worked out. Yeah, could have. All right, seeing another little bounce here. This too would have been already a trade, right? See the 5-minute. See this shape here? And again, now it goes from here, stop here in the middle. Right, again, I'm gonna, so again, this shape here, right? Like that bowl, like it's a bowl shape, right? But a lot of times it can stop in the middle, right? Because after, right, there's like no resistance here. But then here, resistance is starting here, right? In the middle, right? Then it's going to get harder and harder for it to continue to move up. So right here, beautiful, it's rejected, right? Well, kind of boring day today, I don't know. Alright, so we're breaking the low here on the 5-minute. Alright, almost 11:30. Get something to drink. Let's see if ES is going to break out from here. Anyone still have any more questions? I don't know who's still here. Because I'm thinking about ending the stream here. Testing the resistance. What, ES here? If we're talking about ES, here it's testing the support. Yeah, no, this will be support, right? Resistance is when it's going up, and you know this would be resistance, right? But yeah. Yeah, I mean there is a lot of volume, a lot of liquidity here. Big support. So I took a turn when this content is. Oh yeah, no, I mean no biggie. I will say resistance too when I mean support. We know what it. We know what we mean. Yeah, we know what we mean to say. Anyway, yeah. So we saw here this is the volume profile from Tuesday, and the POC on Tuesday was also right here, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on over here. So if it breaks this support, then you know, to me it will come at least here, right? I'm thinking it will probably come to here too, right? This here is the previous day low, I think. Yeah, this is yesterday's low. Yeah, if you haven't yet, then watch at least some of the live stream from yesterday. That was pretty good. Today is kind of like boring. And yeah, you can watch it at like higher speeds because I talk pretty slowly. Seems like it might bounce at least one more time and potentially push almost like it's losing. Yeah. Oh, you meant like it will bounce one more time. Well, yeah, I mean this is the 1 hour chart, right? We can see more of these smaller bounces on the 1 minute. Yeah, now it's breaking down here now. See, this is maybe one of those times where I would maybe trade the breakout, right? Maybe. But I see like there is like no volume, almost no volume here, and like big, huge, a lot of volume here, right? Huge support here, and it breaks, and then, but you know, the thing is, with these breakout trades, like they happen so freaking fast, right? We were just talking, and the price was here. Now, a few seconds later, it's already here. We're at here again. Now, I wouldn't want to go short here because here, you know, right? We see, like I said, you know, 2 minutes ago, it will at least come down to here because here, that's the support again, right? Some people, they will, oh, they're gonna short here right now. They're already like now already in drawdown, right? Sure, it can continue to go lower, but you would want to short like here. Well, ideally, right? What you want to do it the right way, is if it breaks lower here, like say it goes to here. Again, the same with the retest, right? You would want to wait for a retest. Like it goes down here, and then it comes back a little bit, like even to here, like a wick or something. And then you go short here. See, this will be even like a fair value gap. And then you short from here. Sure, it might not come back up anymore here, which it didn't, you know. But then, you know, you just missed this one trade. Okay, big deal, right? That's what you would want to do. You would want to wait for like one more push up, and then like short here, and then wait for it to go down here. Again, it's just a lot of times it just price moves so fast, and you just push the button real quick. Oh, it's going down, it's going down, and then you can get totally screwed. So really, there is very, 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 very few times where I feel confident enough. Okay, I'm gonna, like, the price is moving so strongly, and it moved way past like a big level. Then yeah, okay, sometimes I will do that, but again, I almost never do that anymore because it's just too risky, right? You don't need to, like, if you're not feeling it. Yeah, weak low, yeah. And then, so I was talking about before, like comparing ES to NQ, and let's see what we can see here. See now, NASDAQ NQ is reaching, you know, this is like a bigger support level for NASDAQ here. So now Nasdaq might reverse here, and ES is actually pretty close to this low here. So now you might see, no, not necessarily complete reversal, but like a move back up here, right? Nasdaq could come back up to, again, the middle of this fair value gap, and ES could come back to like maybe here. Do you feel like one is easier to trade than the other, or no difference? No, it's like ES and Nasdaq are like two siblings, right? Like Nasdaq is the more like wilder one, and ES is the more calm one, right? That's kind of like how I look at them. You know, two siblings. One is like a little bit more wild. The other one is a little bit more calm. Like Nasdaq, you know, it likes to has more volatility, right? It likes to do a lot of wicks. Like when you think, oh, this, you know, this is it. Now it will turn around. Now it will reverse. Yeah, okay, it will. But before it does like one more wick, you know, just to like take your stop loss, and then it goes down or in the direction that you thought, right? ES does this a lot less, right? And you know, sometimes it can you recommend new traders start. Yeah, that's, yeah, I would recommend that, yeah. Yeah, I keep on switching back and forth too. Like sometimes I like Nasdaq better, sometimes I prefer ES. And then it can switch, right? Usually it's Nasdaq that is like goes higher or lower, or right, like it's pushing to like the more extreme highs or lows more, and ES is like kind of, yeah, just slower, or not slower, but like it doesn't go that far high or that far low, right? But recently, like this last year actually, like a lot of times we saw like S&P 500 make a new all-time high, where Nasdaq was lagging sometimes, so it can switch, right? But generally speaking, yeah, ES is like the calmer one. Better to learn to read indicators on calmer track than when almost routine to read the indicators track. Well, the indicators, no, I don't know that. I don't think it really matters just to read indicators. You can, for that, you can try either chart. You know, you should actually right now, when you're just trying to do a lot of chart reading, tape reading, you should watch maybe one for a while and then switch, and then see how they kind of like compare and contrast, right? Or you can even, you know, do like this, like a split screen, and watch both at the same time. You know, it depends on you. However you can, what's better for you, or you can learn better. Maybe you could just focus on one first in the beginning. Yeah, and you know, depending what indicators, but you might see more things happening on NQ. Again, depending which indicators, but yeah, you might see more reactions on the NQ chart, right? But yeah, it's good in the beginning to maybe focus on ES first. You know, sometimes it's easier for me to read NQ. Usually, yeah, usually I think I would say most of the time it's ES, but sometimes it could be NQ. See now here, for example, that's a good example. It was a lot clearer on NQ, right? This low. Here ES, you know, it kind of came close to taking out this low, but didn't. And then, you know, it, right here NQ was pretty clear, right? It went down exactly right here to this value area low, where also we had this confluence with this fair value gap. So it was, in this example, NQ was a lot more clear, right, to read. Yeah, so again, almost noon. Something for taking times. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the live stream anyway too. So um, yeah, and again, I really recommend like just try to watch the beginning of yesterday's live stream. Like, you know, start at like 17 minutes and 45 seconds in. Um, and just I think like the next like 45 minutes after that is some good stuff. It's good to watch. But again, I'm gonna really try to make some videos out of it. Just get some clips from yesterday's stream. Yeah. Other than that, this morning I made a few good posts too that you can look at. Took some screenshots. Other than that, yeah, I think that's it. Have a good one, and I'm gonna call this a stream. Look at yesterday's. All right, thanks. Yeah, you too. See you guys next time.